Hail and well met. Welcome to the Westgate Irregulars, back after our 2-week hiatus because of reasons. I'm Eric Scott to be. These are the dungeon scrawlers around me. We were off the air last week because of the protests that have been going around America, and we wanted to show our solidarity and support by not distracting from that message. Those protests are still going on, and you should still be watching the news and sending your donations to help people in need.
We do have some links to the sites that we recommended. If you look on our Twitch page right below, there are 4 buttons there for the 4 places that we recommended.
Indeed. But we also recognize that some peace and fun is necessary sometimes. You got to do some self-care and relax from time to time. So here we are to deliver on that promise. And on that note, I'll pass it over to Erin.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga. I'm also going to tell you real quick about our sponsors. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, including Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels saga. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and Web, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. For more information, check out idlechampions.com.
I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy as Rhiannon Held, and then space opera as RZ Held. And the space opera right now, I just had the 3rd novella come out in my series. So the first one of those, there should be a link somewhere, if nowhere else on my webpage, is called Clean Install. So check it out if you like space opera.
I am Yang Yang Wang. I am a filmmaker and a writer.
Yeah, okay. Emily, go.
Wait, is me?
Sure.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
Steven's talking, but you're muted.
Steven, you're muted.
I'm Steven Marlino.
Oh, all sorts of
I heard kangaroos and
all sorts of secrets that he's telling us right now.
All right, I guess I'll go. Hi, I'm Emily Tang. I'm a game designer at Wizards of the Coast. Disclaimer, all thoughts and opinions expressed in this stream are my own and do not represent Wizards of the Coast.
we've been gone 1 week and it's like we forgot everything. What does this button do? Stephen Merlino is an excellent author of the Jack of Souls series. You should check it out. It's got a arcane trickster who is very much like Sturge. And
no character is very much like Sturge.
That's
okay?
true.
Sturge is one of a kind.
Oh, he's on. And
Hello, Sturge.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
mm-hmm. And I'm Randy, and I'm an author.
I'm experiencing bad internet, so I'm going to mute myself for a little while.
Bad.
Okay.
Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
And it has been 2 weeks since the last time we played, so you're probably going to want to recap. So we brought you this brand new mechanism of recapping the show, which we do every time, and it's called Rogar's Recap. Take it away.
You're like, you freaked me out. I'm like, oh no, what did I not? Did I see something in the chat? All right.
No.
I'll put on the recap for the recap. Okay, here we go. All right, so most recently we fought and defeated the Twilight Knight. Yeah. Then afterwards, Kayla's father showed up and gave her 3 tests. And in the midst of that, he gave a revelation bomb to like Cecilia and Artemisia, like something about their mother or her nature that was quite shocking to them. And so last time they were working through some of that revelation, and then went off out of town to like Artemisia's stepmother's. What her stepmother is being was staying with House Bleth folks, and Cecilia got drunken, like comparing tattoos, kind of a Jaws scene with the leader of House Bleth, who I think was flirting with her a bit, and then Artemisia found out that Marseille is maybe being held there, not entirely like voluntarily, and then Rogar, he received a letter from the Holy Mother of his home temple that said basically, you've got like a month and a half, and you have to like face me for judgment about this whole Bogglewomp heresy. So he's freaking out a bit, and So agreed to like do this naked dance ritual at midnight in the graveyard, as one does, with Shay Darksong to like try and get in touch with his goddess because he's been having trouble communicating with her of late. And at the end of that, well, the vision of Sharindlar appeared to him, but then like her eyes like turned into these huge dark pools of darkness, and and maggoty things came out or something. It was horrible, and so he was quite distraught. That's where we left that off. So anyway, so we've had like quite a bit of horror kind of stuff. That last kind of very ended on this sort of horrific theme. And,
You're welcome.
And the Twilight Knight went around and set up these horrific scenes for us, like of like some horror movie, and we've been fighting vampires. So I thought I'll just like, what are the Westgate Irregulars' fears, and what horror movie does it remind me of? So I just do this really quickly. So starting with myself, just leading off this last scene, Rogar's a cleric who has some demons. Obviously, he needs to exorcise both internal and external in order to serve his people and you know, in this most desperate time of need. So I was thinking he's most like The Exorcist.
Okay.
It's all right.
The Bugglewump.
A Bugglewump exorcist. And he's got his little hammer there and his little horns. Anyway, okay. So then I was like, okay, so Stong sort of, he
has no fear.
Has no fear.
Except fear itself.
His strength is his strength and his fear is his fear. So he struggles with the whole nature versus nurture thing, and also is trying to be like a father to this monstrous, adopted daughter, Mirabelle.
Monstrous.
And, well, monstrous. Cutely monstrous.
That doesn't make it better.
Right. And kind of like dealing with the legacy of his father, right? So I was thinking, basically, he's like, Frankenstein. But then, and then Cecilia, I had a couple in mind for Cecilia, but I thought since she kind of partners up with Stong quite frequently, and they're like best friends, and then she's sort of like someone who like fears that nobody actually like cares about her, and perhaps that, and perhaps fears that she will become like unduly influenced by the person who created her in her basic current form and her powers and stuff. So she's sort of the bride of.
Oh, the glasses in my face.
So,
that's a good look.
Actually, like, I have to say, I think
that's well done.
Yeah.
I think you could really actually rock that hairstyle in real life, Erin. I think that's quite anyway.
That's amazing.
So then, and this was my backup for Cecilia was Carrie. Carrie, because you have Hironawachu who like appears out of blood, and there's that very iconic like she's covered in blood, but that's really not really focused on that as a warlock, and you're dealing with these dark internal powers and stuff. But then I thought, as a warlock,
who's a warlock?
I mean, I'm sorry,
who's a warlock?
Yeah,
as a
what
witch
are you saying?
of Rashomon, of course. But then I thought, actually, Artemisia, so Carrie, raised by an abusive parent, told she's unworthy. She chases external validation, right? And the status, tries to get the cool kids to like her. And when instead she should be embracing her inner power, right? So I think, I went with Artie. So there you go. Artie. And I should have changed this to if only she knew she had the power, but I didn't get to that. So anyway, that's I think the horror of it. And then Caliph, Caliph was a bit of a tough one, but I thought, she's basically in trying to sort of forge her own identity. Maybe she's sort of afraid of losing those things that she actually likes about her heritage and her identity, particularly her wings. And so, body...
What's happening to the DM right now?
It's fine.
Body parts are falling off and such, and that we hate when that happens. And she's not keeping him in a jar, but she is keeping him tucked beneath like her mattress. So, like, I thought the fly being elf was a good one for her, and her poor wings have like fallen off. But,
no.
Oh, boy.
will hopefully never happen in real life.
Oh boy.
In real life.
In real life.
The game. And then for final, my favorite for last is Sturge, who there's something I think Sturge fears there's something bad in his heritage that he has inherited from his lineage that will cause him to become something vile and destructive and powerful. So I thought Fire Sturger.
Oh, I love that hair.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
Steven, it's like a younger version of you.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I have for the recap. Leading into this potentially kind of horrific feeling episode. And with that, back to you, omniscient narrator God.
Also would have accepted Sturge of Innsmouth. That would have worked.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Good job. Thank you. Thank you for that, Randy.
That was excellent.
So we have a situation where in D&D, the conventional knowledge is to always avoid the situation at all times, which is always never split the party, right? So we have 2 people in one place and 4 people in another place. And what we're going to do is we're going to start in the graveyard with the 4 people. So it is past midnight. The moon has gone behind the clouds, and the chill is once again in the air, reminding you that it is winter in the dark city of Westgate. And Rogar is sitting on the ground, shaking slightly, as Shay tries to reassure him and calm him down.
Both from shock and the fact that the frozen ground is very cold against my butt cheeks, because as a reminder, we're all naked.
You have the warm presence of Jigs pushed up against your back, like trying to relax you in that way that dogs do, because dogs are very sensitive to our emotions, right? They try and calm us down when we're upset, or they get upset when we're upset.
I very much appreciate Jigs. Also, I'm a dwarf, so I probably have a very hairy butt. So that's probably
that's true.
Oh, Jigs. Oh, there you go.
The rest of you who aren't in the middle of an existential crisis, you feel some kind of beating pulse in the air. Maybe it's in the ground, maybe it's in the humid air all around you, but you're not sure. You can feel it in your bones. It's like dark waves are exuding out of Rogar.
Is he causing it?
It's hard to say, but it seems to, like, when you look at him, it feels more intense. And Caliph, you are the most sensitive to these energies because they feel like necromantic energies. And Stong, you are in tune with like a beat, almost like a metronome sound beneath your level of hearing. You can't quite hear it. And of all of you, the most observant one is Sturge. And Sturge, you see one of the graves near you start moving and the dirt starting to crumble away as something rises to the surface.
Sturge is muted, by the way.
Oh, he is. He's staring in mute horror at the oncoming undead.
Okay, people. Things are moving.
And in fact, you see a number of zombie-like creatures crawling out of the ground all around you.
Zombie-like?
Well, they look like rotting corpses.
How
If it smells like a rotting corpse,
far away from my
moves
head
like a
am
rotting
I?
corpse.
I scramble, reach for my tavern foot, I grab my holy symbol, and I try to turn them. I try to turn the undead. But
Rogar, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw because of your own extremely good role-playing.
A 10.
No,
plus 7.
you
My
are...
wisdom's like 7, so 7. Well,
Actually, not a plus 7. No way.
You're still kind of in shock, so you're surprised by this happening.
Yes.
Caliph and Stong and Sturge, you can act. Caliph and Sturge, you kind of, you were standing on sort of the periphery. Remember, Kayla told us that she is that person at the dance who does not like to participate in the dance, so she just kind of shuffles.
That's right.
by the side,
In the
and
corner.
Sturge was doing his amazing flamboyant dance near her. So you two are near your equipment.
The snake.
Song, you are hanging out there in the middle of the graveyard, nearer to Rogar and Shay.
So to speak.
Like
Shay
creating
and Rogar
a candle in my
seem to
hand.
be aware. They don't seem to be aware of the undead.
Mm.
Yes, each of you has a candle that is either in your hand or near you. A lit candle.
I
Roll
think.
initiative.
Oh,
What happens if I push the candle out?
You want to try it?
Not when you're smiling like that. No.
yeah.
Nerve-wracking smile.
Okay. You know, that's not the first time a player has told me that. Okay.
It's really, it makes you question everything.
Yeah, it's true, audience. They can be on top of doing exactly the right thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, you could do that, and it will throw their whole plans into disarray. Okay, Stong, what's your initiative?
So I'm trying D&D Beyond's brand new dice roller, and it gave me a 1.
So it hates you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hopefully this means I will get nothing but great rolls in the future. So that's a 4.
Endorsement.
4 initiative.
so you got a 4.
Stong's super into this candle. He's super into the dance. He doesn't want it to end.
Caliph.
Caliph got a 20.
Wow.
Excellent. Ooh.
Fancy.
And Sturge.
19.
From real dice.
Okay. Good. Rogar, what did you get?
I got a 7.
Okay, and you are surprised, so you're not acting at this first round. And Shay, I didn't for her. She got an 8, so that's right. Thank you for that, Randy. Yes, Shay is a dark-skinned, light-haired elven woman of kind of mixed heritage. Like she has some drow and some surface elf in her. And she is a priestess of Elastrai and also a rogue of some kind. It's unclear. You've never actually seen her do anything, really, like combat wise. So you have no idea what she's capable of. Okay, Caliph, you get to go first. The zombies are pulling themselves out of the ground, reaching for you and your companions.
So they're still not fully out of the ground.
They will be on their turn.
Okay.
But yes, they are still clawing their way out.
All right, and we're on the outside, Sturge and Caliph
Yes.
of them. All right.
There are 10 zombies. And they're in kind of like just a circle of mass around you.
How close is she to her sword?
You can grab it with just like 10 feet of movement. You can run over and grab it as a bonus action.
All right, she's going to run for her sword. And while she's doing that, she's also going to shout a warning to everyone who's still inside the circle.
Okay.
Like, zombies everywhere around you.
Oh.
Right. You still have an action if you want to do something. Cast a spell, you start your blade song, etc.
How many of the zombies could she catch with a 15-foot cone?
Like a burning hand spell?
Exactly like a burning hand.
Nice.
2. You can get 2 with that attack.
All right, she'll take that.
Roll
Do
me
the,
some
yeah,
dice.
Emily, do the hands. There we go.
So yeah, in the realms and in D&D fiction in general, the somatic component of burning hands is to put your thumbs together and extend all your fingers like that. Mm-hmm.
Never wrote the spell. So like that is common knowledge.
Okay, what's the saving throw DC of your blast?
15 for a dex savings.
Great, and how much damage does it do?
3d6.
Yep, go ahead and roll.
That is going to be a 9.
Okay. I will say both of the zombies, they failed, so they take the full amount of damage. All right.
Just their hands or whatever parts of them are out.
Yes, you start you light them on fire. They keep coming, so their flesh and clothes are starting to burn away as they're still approaching you.
Are there any candles in the area?
Each of you has a candle that is either in your hand or near you. Yes.
Okay. So
All right.
wait, how did she do that then?
Did you take the flame from the candle and spin it into a spell?
Toss it in the air. You cast the spell. You catch the candle.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Wait, I didn't say that. He's gonna make you dex check.
It's fine. Okay. Sturge, you are next. Remember to unmute yourself.
So I take it getting armor on is way longer than one turn.
Correct.
Okay, but putting on a belt with sword and components and things on it would be okay and probably look great.
I'll let you do that as a bonus action since you were very adept at, putting on clothes.
Okay, this is going to be great. This is going to be like naked construction worker.
If our first fan art turns out to be Sturge in his belt, I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
I just want to clarify, there are indeed rules for donning and doffing armor. They're on page 146. Light armor takes 1 minute to don or doff.
Jeez.
Well, I guess, yeah. Seems legit.
Okay.
It also seems really fast, like real world, putting on your armor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I can put on my regular clothes in a minute.
And that's obviously going real fast. Like, oh my god. Oh, the zombies are coming. Medium armor takes even longer, and heavy armor, just forget about it.
3 people and an hour. No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Depends how many squires you have. Okay. So, Sturge, what action? Okay, so you put on your sword belt.
Yep.
With your implements, your wand. Like I figure you have your sword on one hip and your wand on the other.
Mm-hmm.
What other implements do you have on your sword belt? Just out of curiosity. There will be a test later.
Components, potion.
So your spell component pouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, yeah. So as a wizard,
several rings for potions. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
That'll do for now.
He's got a utility belt. We got it.
Page 1 of the Westgate Irregulars calendar.
It's a shame he doesn't have a whip on one on that belt too, but he doesn't. So, he just doesn't have.
It's a finesse weapon. Okay, fine.
Next time. So he's going to. Is there a chance for him to get outside this ring without getting somebody an opportunity attack on him?
Well, fortunately, you are a rogue and you do have cunning actions, so you can easily slip through, disengage, all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
It did cost you a bonus action to put on the belt, so if you want to disengage and then move through the ring, no one will take an opportunity attack, but that will be all your actions.
Okay. And if I were to drop a 20-foot cube of fairy fire on a group of them, how many could I get without getting my friends?
Without getting your friends?
Yeah.
2. With getting your friends? All of them.
Nah, not worth
Then
it.
your
Okay.
friends just glow, right?
I'm going to disengage and get out.
It's a real
the
party.
circle, where
Right. Yeah.
Glowing naked party. Westgate rave.
I mean,
Start charging for tickets to this thing immediately.
we're slowly becoming the Thriller music video here.
I wanted to say the name of this week's episode is One Night in Westgate. And if you heard me say that to the tune of One Night in Bangkok, you're right.
Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna attack the one that's closest to Caliph. Is there one within 5 feet of her?
Yes, there's one emerging out of a grave right in front of Caliph, which she blasted with her burning hands.
And it's still alive?
No. But
Oh,
it's still
not.
moving.
Still animated?
It's undead, so.
Okay,
It's
I'm
still
going to
active. That's
sneak
the
attack
word.
that sucker,
Okay.
kill him, and then run over his double dead corpse, not needing to use my whatchamacallit.
Okay, so you move up and you stab that zombie. Okay.
Yes, sir. Here it comes. Mr. Whippy.
You.
As a reminder, Sturge
Gotta think of a
is
better
as a
name.
eunuch, so Mr. Whippy is his.
It's his rapier.
Yeah.
Specific.
Whippy
Is
whipping.
helpful.
Does a 13 hit this creature? Is it considered prone when it's crawling out of a grave?
No, but it does hit.
Okay.
13
and then-
does hit.
Nice.
Okay. So the damage is 8 plus sneak attack. So it's going to be 19 damage.
All right. You hack that zombie apart with Mr. Whippy. Like its structural integrity was already compromised by the flames. So you just kind of stab through it and jerk your sword out and it falls in half.
Awesome. Then I run over it because it can no longer attack me as I go past it. And
Correct,
get outside
because it is inactive. Yes.
Nice.
the circle. So I will get outside the circle. End of turn. Thank you.
All right. So then the zombies get to go. So the zombie that you lit on fire, Caleb, is going to come lurching for you.
Well, why does it want to come near me? I heard it. Why would it
What's
want
revenge?
Oh, hold on. Steven, you didn't critically hit that zombie that you just killed, did you?
No,
Mhm.
no.
Oh, okay.
Why'd you think that?
No, no reason. The other zombie is attacking
being way
Caleb,
too
like I said.
casual.
Yeah. What's he plotting?
17. Does 17 hit you,
Kayla.
Caleb?
Oh, Kayla.
Yep.
Well, considering she doesn't have her armor on, yeah.
Right. Okay. 4 points of damage as the zombie slugs you with its fist.
4 points.
This better not be Aiden.
Why do you just assume
Ooh.
everything is the necromancer? Hold on. All right. So
So
two
it's a change from
zombies.
assuming everybody's doppelganger.
Two zombies are coming
Right.
towards Stong. They both attack him. Now remember, when you are naked, your armor class is equal to 10 plus your dexterity modifier, unless you have some other means like unarmored defense or whatever. Stong, I don't think that's the case with you.
Nope.
So one of the attacks is a 9, which I don't think hits you.
Nope.
And the other is a 16, which I think does.
Yup.
That zombie hits you for 4 points of damage.
Oh, I just like to think that one of them is trying to dance with me, and the other one's being like way too aggressive. Like maybe a little jealous that the first zombie was my dance partner.
There's enough stonk to go around.
You're
That
waiting for my man.
zombie does latch onto you as well. So it is trying to dance with you. Kalith, the zombie that hit you also grabbed you.
Like,
just
in a
to
very
clarify.
loving, tender sort of way.
Yeah.
As zombies are known to do.
Yeah.
Depends. I don't want to kink shame the zombies here. But typically a chokehold is not considered loving or supportive, you know? But I mean, if
It
that's
didn't
what you're
ask
into.
first, so
Ha.
Yeah. I don't like the way these zombies are acting.
So,
Didn't even ask us to dance.
There are 4 more zombies, and they are. Well, 2 of them are going after Shay. They rolled really well. So they hit her. Both of them latched onto her. Total of 10 points of damage to Shay.
Does Shay look really hurt?
Is it one on
No.
each side? So she's got like.
Well, one
Like-
grabs her arm, and the other grabs like her other shoulder, and they just haul her away from Rogar, who is
What?
still like curled up there on the ground. The 2 remaining zombies, they don't attack Rogar. In fact, one of them is going to come over and try and attack Kalith, and one is going to go after Sturge.
Did they just like? Are they? Do they see him and not attack him, or do they not see him, or do they just ignore him completely?
They move right past him and go and
Interesting.
attack you others.
Interesting.
So the attack on Kalith is 16. I think that probably hits.
Okay.
Okay, 3 points of damage. The one attacking Sturge chases after Sturge.
Mm-hmm.
But the zombie only has a movement speed of 20 feet, and Sturge is way too fast.
What is Rogar doing, and how can Caliph get that?
Yeah.
Shay, when the zombies hauled her away, starts shouting at Rogar in Elvish. She's like, wake up, ah! And then they're hauling her away. But it
It's
is
not good.
it is her turn, and what she is going to do is she is going to disappear into the shadow between them, and then appear out of Sturge's shadow. So she's now standing next to Sturge. And she says, "Back, you foul creatures! Let Elastri's light purge you!" And she sends forth her energy as she turns zombies. Here we go.
Sort of Dick clerics could do this, but I've never actually tried.
That's right. That's right. Okay. The zombie clinging to Caliph disintegrates into ash.
Nice.
The zombie coming after Sturge also disintegrates into ash.
Handy.
And all the others resisted, though. So. Okay. Rogar's turn. Rogar, would you like to try and fight your way out of your shock?
Sure.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
If you just said, "No, I'm good."
19.
Oh, okay. You managed to pull yourself together. Could have
Great,
been a
it's really hot
charisma
in
saving
here.
throw. This would have been a good instance to do a
Would
charisma
be
saving
17.
throw. But wisdom is fine. Okay, yes, you pull yourself together and you look around and you see zombies attacking your friends.
Are there still the dark emanations going on?
Well, you're in the middle of combat and it's a little hard to tell at this point. Rogar, you just feel like empty and tired and worn down, and whatever other emotional stuff you're feeling from your experience of the last few moments. So what do you do? It's your turn.
Right, I reach over, I scramble across the frozen leaf-covered dirt, grab my tabard, pull it to me close, and the holy symbol of Sharindlar on it, and inspired by Shay's move, I try to turn the undead as well.
Okay.
By Sharindlar's grace, get away from me!
I'm going to need you to make a charisma saving throw, please,
All right.
to assert your will and your self.
Oh, 19 plus. Wait, was it a wisdom?
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh, so 21.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Uh,
yes, you were able to connect with Shurinlar's light. However, weak it might seem to you at the moment.
Okay. I feel the light, and then shadows start to come between me and the light. Just horrible boggle-wompy shadows.
Boggle Wompy.
Boggle-wompy shadows. Squeamish, gross and amorphous, and yes, and the light falters and nothing happens.
Ta-da!
That's a problem.
Stong.
So
You now have 2 dance partners.
I'm so lucky. I think the first thing Stong would do is he would turn towards Rogar, whom he senses is the source of these emanations, right? Like the
Yep.
vibration. And he would yell, "Hey, are you okay? Are these yours?"
No, I didn't do this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. It was not Sharindlar. It was not Sharindlar.
Okay. So, last level, when Stong leveled up, he picked up the feat Tavern Brawler. So, I think because he doesn't have his armaments on him, he's going to activate something called Tavern Vision. So, he's going to look around him, and what things can I use as weapons immediately around me?
Well, let's see. So there's the candle, which you are holding in your left hand. The wax has started to drip down onto your hand, which was, kind of a pleasant sensation. It wasn't really hot or harmful in any way.
All right.
It reminded you that you were alive. So that is an improvised weapon.
Excellent.
There are several loose gravestones because of the disturbed earth. Those are improvised weapons. There are several rocks around. Those are improvised weapons. If you picked up one of the zombies and hit one of the other zombies with it, that would also be an improvised weapon.
That's what I wanted to hear. You knew.
That's what I thought.
So basically, I just want you to imagine, if you've seen the movie Sherlock Holmes or something, all time slows for Stong. And all these items are glowing in his vision, and he's calculating the best trajectory.
And then there's a zombie coming
yeah.
And he sees it and he's like, ooh, maximum damage.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I can use the zombie as a weapon against the other zombie. Okay. So what would I need to roll to grab? Okay, so the zombie that's grabbed onto my arm, what would I need to roll in order to utilize it as a weapon?
Opposed athletics check.
Let's do it. So
the zombie rolled pretty well. We'll see how you do.
Come on, D&D Beyond, don't screw me. 20 total. Dirty 20.
So the zombie, this particular zombie is a big, strong, heavy zombie, but you managed to pick it up, attach to your arm, and smash it into the other zombie.
I would love to say, let's go clubbing. Before I do that.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe your next album.
Also would have accepted it's a monster mash.
Oh,
it's a
nice.
graveyard
I like that.
smash.
Nice.
All right. So make an attack roll.
All right. Let's see. So it is going to be a 10 to hit. D&D Beyond, treat me a little better, man. Help me out.
It gave you that dirty 20.
It
10
did.
hits.
Yes, excellent.
Zombie's AC is not very high.
That will be 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And
so you smashed one of the zombies with one of the other zombies.
so I can either attack twice. I'll just attack twice because I'm a Valor Bard and Valor Bards get to attack twice by level 6. So my second attack is, oh my god, D&D Beyond. It is going to, it's a 7. So 15 total.
Okay, that hits.
I thought that was a 1.
Very strong.
That's going to be 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. Is that to the same zombie?
To the
Or would
same
you like
zombie.
that to be to the zombie that you're striking the zombie with?
Shouldn't both be damaged?
You'd think. Okay, I'm just gonna roll that it's that.
I mean, rule of cool. I appreciate it.
So smack, you smash the zombie with the other zombie. The zombie that you're holding breaks, and you are now holding a zombie arm.
Okay. Excellent.
Break it, you buy it.
Yeah, thank you.
The zombie the arm came off of stands back up to continue fighting you.
So it also says when I hit a creature with an unarmed strike or an improvised weapon on my turn, I can use my bonus action to grapple it. So can I?
Would you like to do that?
I would like to grapple the one that's getting up.
Okay, so the one-armed zombie. All right.
Yes.
So you got its
We're
arm in
not
one
done.
hand, and you try and grab it with the other.
Yes.
Grappling a one-armed zombie sounds like a euphemism for something, but I don't actually know what.
Oh, what did you do last night? Grappled a one-armed zombie. All right. Well,
The
All right.
town crier is asleep.
yeah. So that's a 15 to hit.
You grabbed it. You are now holding the zombie's arms and 6 feet apart from each other.
Cool. Thank you.
The rest of the zombie is attached to one of those arms. Okay. Back up to the top of the round. Kalith, the zombie that was grappling you crumbled to dust, so now you're covered in zombie dust.
Sweet.
What does it taste like?
Oh
just
no.
Well, it tastes like
Aiden's kisses.
a little bit.
Not that Kaylee would know.
It
what
tastes
those-
like what you
You
imagine.
smooched him. We all were there.
It tastes like what you imagine kissing Aiden would taste like.
I don't
You
know what you're
kissed him in
talking
the
about.
arena. We saw it.
No. Let me revise. It tastes like what you hope kissing Aiden would taste like.
Ew.
Whoa.
That's all.
Hey.
Ooh,
Hey, when you open that
Caleb.
can of worms.
Nasty.
you are messed up.
Anyway, but you
That's
see zombies starting to swarm Stong.
Oh.
Since the ones that Shay teleported away from are now moving toward him as well.
Um,
But
Okay.
that puts them in a convenient area of effect range.
does it?
I mean, Stong is right there.
You know what to do.
Do I manufacture these situations? I sure do.
Well, Caleb is gonna start singing
Yep.
belatedly, like always. And then
So
she's
you
gonna,
did grab your sword, right? That did happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
The
you
sword
need the
and the
sword
blade.
in order to do the blade song.
She thinks Dong looks a little more fragile than normal without his armor. So she's just gonna go with hypnotic pattern,
Okay.
which it doesn't say it doesn't harm it. It doesn't say it doesn't affect undead. Yes.
Would you like to make a religion check or an arcana check to determine whether that would affect undead?
Arcana check.
Okay.
It's 100, isn't it?
Would you get?
There is a 1 in it, and there are zeros.
Oh no.
Did you get a 10?
Rolled a natural 1.
You rolled a natural 1. You have no idea.
Well, if she has no idea, it sounds like she's gonna do it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, this could be a bad idea. All right.
It's a wisdom check, right? Wisdom? Wisdom save?
Wisdom
okay.
saving throw.
Song, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm so wise. It's 21.
Okay. So you create your sigil in the air. The zombies don't seem to be affected by it. And Stong says, "Oh, it's coming," and looks away. And he's doing his like Frank Frazetta image there of the mostly naked man. He's just clad in zombies at this point.
I'm just glad it's
Strategically placed zombies.
Standing, you're taller than all the zombies, so it's like a mountain of zombies all around you.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out Caleb is still just an aspiring necromancer. She's still learning all the stuff.
Right.
Like,
Still learning
mental
what
note.
dead
Check
means, for instance.
whether-
Yeah, it's fine.
You know what
Okay.
zombies can actually do.
That's true. All right, Serge. So Shay is near you.
Mhm.
And I didn't describe this properly, but Shay is wearing her silver mask. She has a silver mask. It doesn't look like a wraparound night mask. It looks like a mask that you secure with a band, but is like a metal mask.
Okay, badass.
Yeah.
Stong's the one who's got most of the zombies glomming around him. Is that correct?
I'm wearing them
Yes.
like clothing. It's a descriptor.
Zombies.
It's his meat dress.
He is
Yeah.
wearing them like flesh armor. Yes.
Okay, so how far away is Sturge? Could he do a Jack Skellington 1 foot on top of each gravestone kind of circuit of the zombies? And as he goes by the ones
My
near
God.
Stong, just do a little lobectomy on the back of their head with Mr. Whippy?
Sure. Go for it.
Hey,
Make an acrobatics check.
okay.
You gotta roll it, my friend.
Jack Skellington's one of his heroes.
He's traveled to our world and watched Disney films.
Or he's traveled to Halloween Town.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I like the idea that Sturge came here and hit Hot Topic.
He's like, I'm here in another world. What do I do? That store right there. That looks like my store.
Very
Yeah,
dramatic.
I mean, what other store would he go to?
All right, what'd you get on your check there, Steven?
Well, it's an 11, but it was a natural 1.
Natural one is
So-
not an automatic failure on a skill check. That still got you an 11. All right.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
still do it. You don't look like a master gymnast, but you don't fall either.
Sort of a Jack Skellington wannabe.
Well, you
Um,
you look gangly as you do it, which
Okay.
maybe that was the point. Anyway.
Extra gangly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when he gets behind the one nearest to around Stong, he's going to booming blade and just do a little fast little strike with the rapier at the base of the thing's neck. I
Okay.
hope it just like disconnects everything.
Great.
All right.
Go ahead and roll.
And that is a 10. And that does, I believe, hit because they're so slow. And
It does, yeah.
so it does 12 damage plus the sneak
Wow.
attack, which is
Jeez.
only 8. So 20.
Only 20 damage.
Jeez.
Rogues. Oh, I only did 20 damage.
Yeah. You
So disappointed in
Should have
myself.
played a paladin.
you stab that zombie in the back
Okay.
of the head with Mr. Whippy,
hmm
and then you pull Mr. Whippy back, and the zombie's head comes with it. So now you have a zombie head on Mr. Whippy as you run past.
Oh my God, it's
The
gonna
zombie
bounce.
collapses.
It's gonna
Oh,
be
sweet.
bouncing.
Oh.
It's also sheathed in booming energy.
Thunder energy, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe Stong could use this head. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
can I just flip it towards Stong and say, Stong, missile weapon. Sorry.
Fine.
Check this.
Okay,
All
the zombies get to go. So at this point, all 4 of the surviving zombies are attacking Stong. So I'm just gonna have them all attack him. Here we go. That was fortunate. They all. One of them hit an AC 10. Does that hit you?
No. I have an AC 12 with my dex.
All right. One of them hit you
Hmm. I know who my next club is going to be.
for 7 points of damage
Okay.
and grabs onto you.
Mhm.
So you're now being held by one zombie. The others are like scrabbling at you, but you're managing to slip out of their grip. Okay. It is Shay's turn. Shay is going to run back into the battle. She is also singing, although it's not like a blade song. It's just a song of battle. And then she attacks one of the zombies. That's on Stone.
Thanks, Jay.
She's singing One Night in Westgate.
She doesn't know that song because Song hasn't actually sung it yet.
Okay.
I'm sort of imagining we're like at this murder rave. Like there's music, we were dancing, and then there's like a low beat, some maybe fairy fire and colors, a hypnotic pattern.
Okay. She
Being wafted at the same
she
time.
quickly
Yeah.
slashed a zombie twice with her sword, which kind of starts burning with this radiant energy, and it falls apart. So she managed to kill one of them. Okay. I should roll to see if the one that Steven killed pops back up, but it does not. So
Sweet.
Okay.
I like to think that the booming energy just like water ballooned it as it fell.
okay. So there are now 3 surviving zombies, one of which is slightly injured. Like that's the one whose arm you tore off. Okay. Rogar, your turn. You see more you see the ground starting to move as more undead creatures seem to be clawing their way up.
Oh
Brogar, bro.
Put a
Come
cork in
on.
it, Brogar.
Brogar.
Rogar,
Brogar, come on.
Me! That's not me!
a skeletal hand comes out of the
I'm getting pissed because, like, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Eric freeze.
I think
So-
Eric first.
That's
Uh-oh.
pretty amazing freeze too.
Yeah.
Right. So Rogar is getting pissed because he's at this point now. He's like, think about it. He's pretty sure that Shard is responsible. Like she must have like. I mean, who else would like oppose as Sharunlar and then like do this and then unleash all these zombies on me? So,
I mean, there are a lot of deities that would have done that, but Char seems like a reasonable guess.
sure. Well, that's he's got a bit of Char on the brain. So he reaches, he grabs his warhammer, stands, and he's looking for like a zombie that's coming up out of the ground.
And there's one reaching its skeletal hand toward your arm.
And there's this dwarven
Now
game
it's your
called
leg.
croquet. So he's gonna like just go
This
for it.
dwarven game called croquet. I'm sorry.
It's canon now.
Croquette.
Right?
No,
a
not
nice
croquette.
sandwich.
It's croquet. He said croquet.
Yeah, as the head comes up out of the ground, he's just gonna like go for it. He's gonna
All right.
like
Make an
do
attack
it for
roll.
golf.
It's a game and a sandwich.
Yeah, aye.
Oh,
And
yeah.
16 plus plus hit 4. So 20.
Yeah, it hits.
And it was 1d8. Oh, it's 2. I'm doing it 200. So 1d10. 8 plus 1. So 9. 9 points of damage.
All right. You
Does the
you
head go
smack
rolling
it,
over to Stone?
the
He's getting
head
a clutch in
jerks
the head.
to the side.
Oh.
Then the zombie keeps coming up with its head off to the side. Still active.
Now you gotta get hit the
And,
other way, and
I
back
really
again,
don't- I
and
don't
then,
get
and
him.
then it'll come off.
I mean, I could try as a bonus action summoning my let's see, love hurts, love scars, love wounds, have a heart, and there's like spurts, but nothing appears above my
Oh,
Oh.
I see.
Or Rogar.
You
Yeah.
Everyone
broke
present,
him.
you
Hmm.
feel another pulse of dark energy that goes through the graveyard.
Where the hell's it coming from?
Man.
Where's it coming from?
Okay.
Stong points at Rogar.
And on that note, as more
You smelt it, dealt it.
undead are starting to emerge from the graves, we're going to cut to some distance away outside the city where another battle is going on. This, a battle of veiled insinuations, innuendo, and occasional drunken rambling. In the castle Bleth, Cecilia and Rigante have been kind of chumming it up and bonding a little bit until she said something kind of sinister to Cecilia, which I think you interpreted to mean...
She said I should kill Artemisius, like sleep is sharsh, and that's not on the table in any sense of the word table.
Well,
Ooh.
all she really said
Ooh.
all she really said was, if someone betrays you, obviously you should kill them.
No, I understand context. Context is important.
Correct. Anyway, Artemisia and Marcelea and Sarshan come back into the room, and Rigante just finishes saying that thing, smiles, and says, you've returned.
Indeed. So, you had offered us a place to stay the night.
Of course. Of course. She waves a
Um,
hand.
But it
but-
would be really better for us to stay in our own beds. So, if my
Oh.
stepmother can simply gather her things, then she can leave with us.
Rigante's smile doesn't waver, but her eyes become less warm. And she says, I had been given to understand that your own beds were in a different dimension.
We got new ones. We got new beds, and we got a thing to do in the morning for things.
I see, but the roads are so dark, and I don't think
Cool, it's cool. We're half elves. We can see in the dark.
I don't think the matron Terroron is quite safe to travel those roads.
She's a scary wizard, though.
Yes, well, even a scary wizard can fall prey to an assassin with a knife in the dark.
That's why we have Sarshan.
That is correct.
Sarshan says that is why they have me.
That's
You will notice that when we
Rigante just
came out
totally
here-
ignores Sarshan and is looking only at Artemisia.
when we came out here at night, I did not come undefended. But if you think it is best, of course, we would not refuse your hospitality.
Indeed. I do think it best.
Hmm.
I trust you shall find the hospitality of this place much to your liking. You
I
might even want to stay here for several days. Who can say?
highly doubt that.
I'm
And
gonna
I
lean
think you
into
should be.
Artemisia. I'd be like, I don't want to stay here several days.
We're not going to stay here several days.
Just saying, I want to make sure. She is not whispering quietly.
You see,
She thinks she is.
you see several dark-clad House Bleth enforcers appear out of the rooms behind you. And Rigante says, yes, my servants will escort you to the guest rooms. I wasn't sure how many, so there are only two. There is the one that Marcelea is staying in, and the other one. I hope that will be all right.
Of course. Thank you.
You are most welcome. I shall see you on the morrow. I'm flattered by your attendance here in my hall, Lady Tyrone, and I look forward to a good relationship between our powers.
Oh, that is entirely in your hands.
Is it? She
Mm.
stands up.
I would
Well-
hate for it to get off on the wrong foot based on anyone's actions.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or a deception check if you think that's more appropriate.
Well, I mean, I think persuasion.
Okay.
Artemisia believes that, like, oh, okay, cool.
That's a
So
good
that's
noise.
26.
Nice.
So you have successfully, as far as you can tell, persuaded Rigante Bleth that you mean no violence and that you will be able to resolve this in the morrow.
Good.
And she thinks that everything is going well. All right. The guards escort you to these two guest rooms, which are across the hallway from each other.
Oh, okay, so we can't, like, go through a connecting door. That
Nope.
would be too easy.
There are guards in the hallway as well, outside the guest rooms, to make sure that you don't need anything.
Of course.
So,
Well, she's gonna sort of ostentatiously in front of the guards invite her stepmother back to their room for a nightcap, and see what the guards do.
okay, make some kind of charisma check.
Persuasion again, maybe.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. 18 this time.
They look at each other and they nod. They're like, yes, of course. They look at Sarshan with suspicion.
Hmm?
They look at
Said-
Sarshan with suspicion. Aaron said something.
Yeah.
Cecilia whispered that she doesn't want to drink with her. Just to add a touch of verisimilitude because she does not.
Sarshan says, well, if you don't want to drink with her, we can go in the other room.
Sarshan, the grown-ups have to talk about stuff right now. Go
Hey,
in
look-
and we should close the door.
He looks very confused. Do you, okay, so do all four of you go into one of the
Yeah.
rooms or do you leave
Yes.
Sarshan outside?
No, Sarshan
she's-
should come too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gross Sarshan.
So
doesn't come in.
you're piling into the room, and Sarshan looks at the guards and he says, the adults are talking right now. And one of you grabs him. Right.
Here.
So you're all in the room. You shut the door. You notice that you can't lock it, like it requires a key to lock. And you
And
don't
anyways
have
have
a
a
key.
spell that would like melt the doorknob or something, right? Just checking.
Hey, Eric, do you have that package I sent you?
I do.
You want to open that real quick?
Hold on one second.
What? Is there a doorknob
Right.
melter in there?
So we are, socially distanced and gaming from our homes, but occasionally we still like to interact and give each other things. So Randy sent me this package.
Specifically, Randy is the nicest and sends very kind things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like Rogar is the nicest. So let's see. There is a note here that says, "You get super inspiration for being a great DM."
Aww.
Legendary.
Yeah, nice.
And it is indeed an inspiration coin.
A
Oh.
giant inspiration.
You can see how big it is. So
nice.
put it next to my head.
He was always giving us
Besides-
these little chocolate inspirations.
Right.
So, yeah. So that's our.
This is a chocolate inspiration coin that just happens to be huge. Okay.
Very inspiring.
Yeah,
Isabel
thank you.
Doorknobs.
I got one.
I love your. I
Like,
love your
I'll-
depiction of sorcery.
I'll hold up a D20 next to it for
Oh my goodness.
size. Okay.
That is like a child's
I
dream.
I will spend this inspiration coin when it is appropriate.
Oh no, Randy, what did you do?
That's true. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
So next time you
Actually
roll
made
a
life
20,
harder.
next time you roll a
Right.
20, you're going to re-roll that, right?
Oh no.
While we're like at this point,
Maybe.
would this be a good break time? Like, and then they can try and figure out how to break out of the room and all that.
Well, I want them to
Oh, okay.
have a little conversation, and then we're going to leave it, and then go to our break. So
Sounds good.
the four of you are there. Sarshan
Um,
looks very confused.
I would go, I don't think she's very nice. I think this is a trap. It's definitely she wanted me to kill you, I'm pretty sure.
Wait.
She said I should kill you so you could sleep with Sarshan, and I told her I wasn't interested in any of that, but she liked my axe. So I thought she was nice, but she wasn't nice.
Marcelea looks like scandalized, and Sarshan says, "No, that would make sense."
Marcy, don't make that face. It makes you look old.
Now she just looks angry.
You have like the nicest, like your bone structure is really nice. I don't want to tell you that 'cause I don't want you to be thinking that you're better than us, but you do have very nice bone structure. But
Are
when
you
make that
drunk
face-
or are you just you? I can't tell.
You gave me some
She's
jewels, okay?
Drunk.
Sarshan says
Listen,
she is
it's-
drunk.
Not is not appropriate. It's bad luck. It brings bad luck on everybody. If you open a bottle of jewel and you don't finish it, and it just happens that there's two of us, and it just happens that she filled my cup up a lot. I'm pretty sure.
On
Marcelea
purpose, I
is looking at you, and she's like shaking her head. And Sarshan's like, "Lady Cecilia, would you like to sit down?"
I'm fine, and I need to talk right now because we are in danger.
He says, "I think that might be one of her chairs."
What?
He kind of gently guides you over to one of Marcelea's draping chairs.
See,
He says-
Sarshan is smart.
I saw how unhappy you were that you didn't get to sit in the one in the big room, but
I don't think her
here's
chair
another.
is important. I'm important enough to not have to be jealous of the chair. I'm pretty sure. I
Are
think.
you still draping yourself very comfortably in
Listen.
the chair?
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
likely.
I don't have to sit in here.
You
It's
don't have
fine.
to. It's fine. I'm very comfortable standing.
So Marcelea turns to Artemisia and says, "So, you're here to rescue me?"
Apparently, I
Apparently.
was not aware you
Again.
were in
Sorry.
need of rescue again.
Did
as
you
my
did you not
half-sister
get my
said.
letter?
I got a letter, and then we fought the Twilight Knight, and the house was gone, and then I got like 10,000 letters.
Ah, so you didn't look
So-
for my seal, is what you're saying. My letter got buried with the other letter.
No, I was gonna read it after, and that anyway, it doesn't matter.
Right. Let's not cast aspersions or blame.
I'm here now,
You're here now.
and
And
you
I'm
are
here now.
apparently in need of rescue. What happened?
Well, somewhat embarrassing to admit, but I have allowed Rigante to offer me too much hospitality.
I don't think that's the thing. It's not a thing.
Let me educate your
Is it the
drunken
did she get
wildling
you
of a
jewels
sister.
too? Because that's the problem.
You see,
And are you sharing it because you have it?
when the Blue Banner was attacked,
Mhm.
I was kidnapped by the Night Mass, obviously.
Yes.
When I escaped, with your help, thank you very much, Rigante expressed deep sympathies and apologies for allowing me to be kidnapped under her watch, essentially, under her supervision, and offered me a place to stay out here in her castle. And I thought that it would make more sense for me to give you your own space. And so I took her up on her offer. Foolishly. Foolishly. I should have known that that heartless, cold woman would have kept me here as a means of drawing your attention, I suppose. I don't think she means any harm to me or any harm to you, but I do know that she is a ruthless operator.
She's using the wrong bait.
Yes, I know. You made it very clear how much you cared about me and my safety last time we talked.
Look, she went down in the sewers, which is like her least favorite place, just to save your butt from a bunch of vampires who almost sacrificed her. So maybe you could be a little nicer about it.
Sarshan says, but wasn't that too because one had kidnapped her?
I mean, we were heading there anyway. It wasn't like she came. I mean, they didn't come in the house.
Oh, you're right. Of course.
You weren't there. You don't know.
I was there, in fact.
No, he wasn't.
Well, he was there in the battle in the arena.
Yeah,
but he
then
didn't
come with us
go
the rest of the way.
with you to the rest of the way.
So
But he did see the doppelganger kidnap.
don't
our
correct me. I don't correct me in front of the stepmother.
All right, of course. Of course. You're right. You're right, Cecilia. Can I get you some something else to drink? And he pours you this big goblet of water.
Stepmother.
Yes.
I think
stepdaughter.
perhaps the politics of Westgate are not a place where your admittedly very extensive experience applies, and it might be better if you return to Aglarond.
Make a persuasion check.
19.
Oh, okay. She doesn't seem fully convinced.
You're too fancy for this place.
So,
And also my father, I'm sure he's worried about you. since
she
he
waves her
cares
hand
about you.
dismissively and she says, so, not only are you upset at me, but you also are now condescending to me to tell me that I am not capable of navigating the politics of a backwater like Westgate. Ugh,
Well,
this
Mia-
place
Mia,
has
do you
truly
help?
changed you, Artemisia.
who is captive here?
All of us, it seems. Sarshan says, is that true?
I mean, for the moment, but I feel fairly confident in our ability to get out of this place, possibly.
I could just start killing everyone. Marcella,
You could turn
go.
into a wolf and run away. They would get so confused. You
Sar-
just have to
Sarshan-
teach us how to turn
That
into
too.
a wolf and run away.
That too, I
then
could do that.
there we go. And Marcellia, you can just sit here.
Wait. You could teach Cecilia to. No. Anyway, no. So, distraction. All right.
Not until I sleep, though, I think. And she's gonna is there
Very
like a
good
blanket or something she can pull over herself?
Well, on the bed that is clearly Marcellia's guest bed.
Okay, I'm gonna reach for it and I
Throw up in the
way
pillowcase.
overbalance and
You go smack onto the
hit
bed.
the floor,
and
but I get the
pull
blanket.
You pull all the blankets
the
and
floor.
pillows off
Based-
the bed.
Based on this 8,
Oh, you
I
made
think
your
I
own
hit
bed.
the floor. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm fine.
Sarshan looks concerned and he comes over and just kind of adjusts the blankets over Cecilia.
Oh.
Okay, Sarshan.
Marcellia says, Did Rigante poison your sister?
I think she just she doesn't often indulge much as you might think otherwise. And
Well, I mean,
so-
how could one tell, right? Anyway.
I heard that. I'm not deaf. I'm just I drank a little bit, and I explained it's bad luck. It's bad luck not to do it. So
her
this could be so much worse.
You know,
heritage in
those are
Rashomon is
very
important
valid
to her.
points, Sarshan says.
Sarshan, I
It
feel
is
like you're
bad luck.
patronizing me.
It is bad luck not to finish one of those bottles. Marcelea says, I'm not sure if he's patronizing her. Do you think he's patronizing her? Or what is the... She leans close to Artemisia. She's like, what's the deal? Are they lovers or what?
No.
Just
Are
say
you
yes.
lovers with the red-haired one?
Oh my god, you people are obsessed with this.
Artemisia.
Tell her all
I
the
thought
guys
I
you
raised
sleep
you
with, and
better
maybe
than
she'll
that.
have a heart attack, and then we can get out of here, and we won't have to worry about it.
No, we
What
had
would Lord Darden say?
No, Artemisia,
okay.
tell
Hold up.
her about how it's casual and it's cool. You tell her that. 'Cause it's, I don't know about that, but you say it a lot.
Why are you bringing him into this?
That dashing gentleman came to call upon me so that we could talk about you and your place in the city. And he defended you to me. It is, well, it hurts my heart a little bit to see you betray him so recklessly with that, points at Tarshan.
Listen, you got
we
a
are not
treaty with
exclusive.
But I
you got a
suppose
treaty
perhaps-
with one country. That doesn't mean you can't make treaties with a bunch of countries, right? Like it's politics, but it's not.
Yes, I suppose you might have an understanding like your father and I do. It's fine.
Whoa.
What's happening?
Did Westgate just turn like 2 degrees warmer because Artemisia's just blushing up a storm?
This is a spicy show.
Spicy. Nobody needs to know that about their parents.
Anyway, if you do not intend to wed Lord Darden,
Did
well-
he tell you that he had such?
Cecilia sits
But-
right up.
he did offer certain innuendo as to that effect, but he didn't say so in so many words. I'm just very adept
You're-
at reading between the lines, of course.
You're not gonna do that, are you? Because I gotta tell you,
Too
that's
much,
a very bad
Artemisia.
idea. That's a bad. Okay.
Malfunction.
Okay, Marcy, we lost the plot here.
She
the
looks
point-
over at,
she's gonna-
at
she's-
Cecilia.
Yes.
Yes.
Cecilia is definitely drunk, and Cecilia drunk is does not have a title hold on what she's gonna say in every given moment.
No filter drunk moment.
Yeah, a little. Like she I will say that my conception of Cecilia drunk is that the things she would like to tell, the secrets she would like to tell are way too close to the surface. But she also sees Artemisia getting really upset, and that
Okay, before the
I
rant,
cannot
I just
stand.
want to say,
Mhm.
Sarshan is sitting there and he's looking to you, and to Artemisia, and to Marcelea, and he's like, "What is happening here? I don't get it." You can see, like I said last time, you can see the wheels turning in his head, and they're being replaced gradually with wolf howls. Okay, go ahead.
Like, okay, so we lost the plot because this is not about her demon boyfriend, but it's about how we're all stuck in this castle with that crazy lady who told me to kill your daughter. And that's not happening. And also, we have to get out of here. And do we have a plan for that? No, we do not. So we don't need to be bickering about who gets to sleep with who. And what you're doing in your bedroom is none of it is business, and we don't want to know it. Right? I mean, good for you, I guess. I don't understand that, but okay, because you don't seem like somebody who has a lot of fun. But okay, we talked about your bone structure.
Make a charisma check of some kind with disadvantage because you're drunk.
Oh,
I rolled 2 3s,
wow.
but my persuasion makes that an 11.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
Marcelea is like, she listens to you, and then she looks at Artemisia. She's like, "We're not listening to the drunken fool there, are we?"
Everybody
Kick
we
her
need
out.
to-
She's out of the team. She's out of the team, and we'll just escape without her.
we need to
Yes, I think you
Focus.
should kick the drunken fool out of the team. She will get you hurt, Artemisia, if she hasn't already.
no
Oh
more
my God.
insults. Like
If I
I
can
know you
figure out
don't
how to
I
stand
know
up,
you
I
don't
would
like
punch her.
Lilton. No need to call him a demon. I know you don't like my sister. No need to call her a drunken fool. Just everybody, like, no
I
more.
thought that was very restrained. Sargent is in the back and he starts growling a little bit.
Well, so Artemisia is gonna go and like put her hand like on his shoulder to try to be like reassuring to him. I don't know if it'll work, but she's gonna try.
Okay. Would you like to make some sort of charisma check?
Sure.
You could even make a animal handling check if you want to.
Ha!
My animal handling is not very good.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
So I would prefer a charisma check.
Okay.
Let's see. Persuasion. 18 again.
Okay. He kind of relaxes a little bit.
She's just gonna like forget that she's like kind of hanging on to him for like her own support as well. Unless somebody calls her on it, she's gonna like stay like hand on his shoulder.
Well, Marcelea says, I see that you've commandeered my bed, and you three seem very comfortable with each other. I think I shall adjourn to the other guest room.
Well, not
Perhaps
yet.
we can discuss
I mean,
this more in the morning.
that depends if we want to make our escape tonight.
You think you're in any state to try and escape from Rigante Bleth in a fortress full of soldiers, with that one drunk and the other one growling at me?
You don't want to.
Artemisia, I am proud of your iron will and control of the situation, but your resources are sorely depleted.
I Eldritch blast up my hands. Like ready to
Yes.
go. Does it work?
Marcelea says, see, that's exactly what I mean.
Don't let the doors hit you or Chantea split you, Marcy.
Oh.
She draws herself up to her full height and walks out and slams the door behind her.
Still maintain that we
Man.
should just, freak her out bad enough that she just has a heart attack and stops being a problem. It's on the table. I could hex her. I was gonna hex Kalis. Dad, I could hex her. I'm tired.
Well, we
have to get out of here.
get some rest. If we're not gonna fight our way out,
I mean,
we should
probably
There a little bit.
I think.
attempt diplomacy.
You're gonna
Um,
attempt diplomacy with
Well, Rigante tomorrow morning.
Ah.
So
Is diplomacy another spell that you've learned recently that blows things up with lightning?
no,
I'm not
that
in
comes
favor of
comes
that.
after maybe the diplomacy hasn't worked, but we attempt it first, so
Diplomancy.
that we don't have to kill soldiers and make an enemy of one of the houses of Westgate.
Can't we just
prefer
burn
not
it
to
down
do
and
that.
then it's not here for us to be an enemy? I don't really feel strong about the house though. The house is okay. I don't like it as much as Briar House, but it's okay.
The families of Westgate.
Oh,
We don't want to make an enemy of a whole family. That would be bad, right?
If we make enemies of them all, does it just cancel out?
what if we already we have this House Vamos doesn't like us? What if House Vamos doesn't like us, and then House Bleth doesn't like us because House Vamos doesn't like us, and then we got nothing to do? We should just move. Maybe we should move.
Well, so Artemisia is going to go over and like try to help Tetsuya actually like be on the bed as opposed to like under blankets on the floor.
Has this happened before that Artemisia has helped Cecilia into a bed? Okay. So this is a new experience for you.
Yeah, Artemisia.
I don't
is-
think Cecilia has
kind
had
of freaked
jewels
out.
in front of Artemisia before.
Sarshan is like, support the head. Oh, he brings over a copper pot. Just in case.
Oh, right. Because Artemisia, she has been like massively drunk herself. So I don't know that Cecilia has played the opposite role, but Artemisia has been that. So she like puts the pot in the right place in case she needs it. And then like she's gonna look around the room and be like, wait, there's only one bed. I presume.
There is only one bed. There is a very large couch, but there is only the one bed.
already in it.
And Cecilia is already in it.
Cecilia is also not doing this math problem right now at all.
So Sarshan is just kind of standing there looking at you. What's wrong?
If I sleep on the couch, then
Why would you sleep on the couch? Don't you prefer beds?
Yes, but my sister's in bed.
You don't sleep cuddled up with your sister?
No.
Oh,
Sardavisha going, is Cecilia vomit?
Yes,
It's a
it's
very
true.
big problem.
It's true. She might vomit or worse. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you should definitely sleep on the couch. Or we could escape.
Well, I mean, but Cecilia needs to sleep it off a little, and I don't want to kill anybody if I don't have to. So it seems like a lot of killing to like plow through all the soldiers to get out of here at this moment.
Cecilia's gonna go, you should kill your demon boyfriend. And then just fall down asleep.
She really doesn't like him.
So
Wow,
Sarshan
okay.
puts his hand on Artemisia's shoulder and says, "It's okay. You can rest. I shall keep guard.
Oh, thank you.
You're safe, and so is your sister."
Will you be all right tomorrow with the missed sleep?
Yes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
So
he goes and sits on just this side of the door.
So she's gonna get see if she can get a blanket away from Cecilia, or if she's wrapped.
I think Cecilia is a tornado of blankets right now.
Cecilia's just like, no, mine. All right, yeah. You get a blanket and curl up on the couch.
Yeah.
And think to yourself, oh no. And on that note, I think we're going to take that break that Randy suggested. So after the break, we will see the continuation of the graveyard apocalypse.
What? Apocalypse?
Apocalypse!
Negotiations breaking down in the castle of Bleth. And we will also have the interview +1 toward the tail end of the break. So, mods, I think somebody might have frozen. It might have been me that froze.
Mm-hmm.
I think I went last time, so you can
Sorry about that. Mods, run a poll to see who we're going to have for the interview +1, excluding Randy. And we'll be back in a few minutes to do that. Hail and well met. Welcome back. We've been having some technical problems, but a perfect solution presented itself, which is going to be that the interview +1 is going to be Sarshan, everyone's favorite Lothari paladin / warlock. And Sarshan is, of course, an NPC played by me, so I'm going to be interviewing myself with questions from the audience. So here we go. Let's get into the Sarshan mood. Hold on. Oh, okay. So, first question. Sarshan, what is your favorite season? Well, that's a good one. I think my favorite season is the first. What do you mean by that exactly? The first season of Battlestar Galactica 2003. That is definitely my favorite. Sarshan, that wasn't the question. You should be more specific. You're right, I should. Okay. Let's go with the next one. Sarshan, what do you like most about city living, and why is it not pants? Have you ever tried not pants? Sarshan, that's not a really yeah, exactly. You should. That is really the best part of city living is not pants. Okay, shit. This is going well. Sarshan, have you tried different kinds of pants? I have tried many kinds of pants. All of them are equally inferior to no pants. Okay. Question for Sarshan. When did you learn to turn into a wolf? I don't understand the question. Sarshan, come on. This is very much like when the sisters ask me questions. When did I learn to turn into a wolf? Well, let me ask you this question. That's not really how this works. When did you learn to turn into a human? I'm always a human. Are you, though? So, have you ever met Lendry from the Chosen of Nenduin? Ah. That be a secret. Sarshan, you're real bad at this. Like real bad. I'm starting to really sympathize with Cecilia here. So do I. I sympathize with her very much. She and I are the only two people who understand the world in quite the same way. I think that's an overstatement. I don't think anyone understands the world the way you do. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Sarshan, what smells do you find most invigorating? Audience, why are you doing this to me? Smells that I find invigorating. Leaves in autumn. Artemisia's perfume that she only wears on the first day of any given 10-day. And blood, fresh blood preferably, but I'll take 2-hour-old blood if there's no other option. It has a certain combination of freshness and rot to it that I really enjoy. Sarshan, what is your favorite spell? My own name. Your name is a spell? Yes, it's spelled Saorisen. Sarshan. Isn't that like Saracen or something? Don't be racist. Sarshan. Okay. So, question, which of the sisters do you like the most?
Ooh.
Yes. It wasn't a yes or no question, Sarshan. Yes. Oh boy. Do we have any more questions for Sarshan? Let's see.
That's all that I saw.
That's all that we
But
saw.
why would you dodge the last question? What do you have to hide?
I don't understand the question. I have nothing to hide. I rarely hide anything. Where would I keep it?
Not in your pants.
Oh, I do see one more question sneaking
Not
in.
in my pants. Okay, one last question. Sarshan, who smells the best in the party? Yes. Stop it! Stop doing that! Oh my god! You seem upset. Are you upset? I just I created you. Why are you doing this? Yes. That's all the time we have for the interview with Sarshan. We're gonna no. I believe there's an important question that you didn't ask me. So, what you really want to know is, how does the tail affect it?
What?
The answer is yes. Okay, Sarsha, just get away. I'm sorry, Cecilia and Artemisia. I had been siding with Sarshan, but now I see what the problem is.
I'm gonna bring us back to the full party.
Okay, well, we're back. Thank you for that. Good.
Obviously, Jigs would smell the best because he's got a dog's nose, so he can smell the best.
You know, that does make sense. He should have answered it that way, but intelligence is his dump stat, so...
Rogar's dad joke game is the best.
Yeah, well, thanks.
That's
Yeah,
right.
thanks for being such a good sport about that, Eric. That's hard to
It
do.
was delightful.
Thank you, audience. I hope that wasn't too odd. I'm sure it will go down in history as, well, every DM you've ever had. So, on to the game again. So, in the graveyard, more corpses are pulling themselves free of the dirt, thrusting aside old gravestones. Some of the corpses are relatively fresh. Some of them appear to have been entombed for many, many years. But all of them are coming for you. And we're back into the initiative order, and we have Stong first. So,
Oh, first. Excellent.
yeah, because I skipped you at the end of the last one. So,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
So Stong
With the
sees
zombies swarming you.
the head of the zombie flying through the air, flung by his good friend Sturge.
Yes, when we cut back on the shot in the graveyard, there's a head floating through the air, accompanied by music that we don't own the rights to. It's probably by Philip Glass, though.
Oh, spike it like a volleyball.
So that was
It has
You'll see,
thunder
you'll see.
magic crackling around it.
yeah, you'll see. So because the zombies are all around me, Stong sees the skull crackling in the air, and he's gonna reach up and grab it, and then use it to cast Thunder Wave at 4th level to catch the rest of the zombies by like spiking it to the ground.
Oh yeah.
And then waves of thunder are
I'm
gonna
gonna-
emanate.
I'm going to give you
That's cool.
inspiration for that really
Oh
great
yeah.
moment.
Oh, thank you.
I don't have the coins with me, so here's a coin.
I want the giant chocolate one. Only the giant chocolate one.
All right, I better put it back in the envelope. And
No,
put
I'm just
Diane's
kidding.
address on it. Anyway,
Okay,
So.
so when I cast it, it deals, I believe, 5d8 damage. So I'm gonna try to
boy.
use. I'm gonna try to use. Oh, here we go. D&D Beyond. Don't fail me now. 28 damage.
oh,
They do get a save.
okay. Well, so there were 3 zombies clinging to you.
hmm
More zombies are climbing out, but there are only 3 clinging to you. You spike the ball basically onto yourself.
Murder ball.
I need you to make a saving throw as well.
What kind of saving throw?
The same sort of saving throw that Thunderwave usually prompts.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
a Dex saving throw, I think. Or is it
Constitution.
Constitution. Okay. Constitution save, please.
Okay, so Stong's Constitution save is going to be a 24.
All right.
I rolled a 20.
Wow. Okay. So
Boom!
if you'd made the save, I would have you be outside the effect entirely. If you'd failed, I would have done half damage to you. But since you rolled a natural 20, I know natural 20s on saves aren't like something special happens, but it's my game, so something special happens. You pull
like it.
free of the zombies, you leap into the air in slow motion. So here comes the head floating, accompanied by the Philip Glass music. You leap into the air and spike it down, and it just annihilates those zombies. They just explode under you. Even the one that made it save perishes because the half damage was enough to finish it off from your previous hit. So those 3 zombies are all annihilated. But there are more zombies, ever more
my
zombies climbing up out of the graves. You could just kill all of the undead corpses that were entombed here in this particular graveyard in Westgate.
Sounds like a level up to me.
That is possible. But you're seeing all these zombies coming together, and then you realize that the zombies that you have destroyed, broken to pieces, burned away, pieces of zombies are starting to pull themselves together
No!
Oh,
in some kind of amalgamation that only loosely resembles a humanoid. It's mostly just a mound of corpse pieces.
oh god.
Oh my gosh.
And okay, so you've been fighting
Kalis is
for
getting ideas. Is that?
fighting
Yeah.
okay, so we're gonna fast forward a couple minutes here. So you've been fighting undead creatures. You've been haphazardly putting your clothes back on
No, no,
while
no.
you're
Mm-mm.
fighting.
Not me.
Not Stong, Okay, everyone else. Shay looks at the mound, at the rising mound of corpse meat, and says,
Gross.
"Oh,
Corpse meat.
that's
Gross.
no. This is not good at all." The lady had an experience like this one time. She told me about it, and it was, we should run. And then you see corpses rising up all around you to block off exits. Rogar, how you doing there, buddy?
How am I doing? That's an excellent question. Let's see. Well, I tried to summon my goddess. She turned into a zombie manifesting sign of evil. And right, my magic's not working. I'm pretty freaking out is what
Yeah,
I'm
you're
doing.
staring at this growing pile of corpse bits,
I'm just
looks less like a person and more like a maggot-like grub of some
Ugh.
kind.
Oh no!
Ew.
It's the Bogglewomp.
Is
What?
it the
Oh,
It
what?
is kind of like shaking from side to side.
That's the thing that came out of the eyeball of the pretend goddess Sharinla, right?
And it
Yes.
seems to be rising up over you. And kind
Okay.
of curling in this Tim Burton sort of way.
I see.
Just as a little side note, when I run games in person, I have these really huge hands. It's not just the camera that makes them look big. Like this is them next to my face. All right, they're huge. I make good use of these to terrify players sometimes. That kind of thing. It's like that situation.
Okay, this grub thing, it's right in front of me.
Yeah, it's kind of growing in front of you and starting to tower over you, lean over toward you. And it's composed of many heads and pieces of faces, and the mouths seem to be saying the same word.
What word would that be?
Oh, can we guess?
Rogar.
Hmm.
Rogar.
Who the hell are you? What do you want? Are you a Bogglewomp?
Rogar. Rogar.
Okay, if this is a Bogglewomp,
Rogar.
prove to me, Sharinla, that you want me to destroy this thing. And I'll try one more time to summon her power. I'll try a guiding bolt.
Would you like to do wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom, because it's stronger.
Okay.
And because, it's my primary stat as a cleric.
Sure.
8 plus 4, 12.
You summon the power to cast a guiding bolt, but nothing happens. Like the
Ooh.
light just flickers out around your fingers.
I'll give up. I'll just fall to my knees. And I don't know.
So the rest of you're still fighting in this cinematic way. Sturge is dancing among the corpses, impaling them, taking them down. Kalith is still singing, not dancing, just singing, cutting them down with her sword, sending out lightning lures, and Stong is bashing skeletons with other skeletons.
Yes, I'd like
Jay
to be.
has been trying to give him his sword back to use, but he seems to be liking the zombies. And Rogar is he's just collapsed to his knees. The Philip Glass-like music is still going.
Mm.
And it's like one of those scenes when someone's on the battlefield and they're looking around and they're seeing their friends starting to be overwhelmed by all the darkness around them.
Whoa.
And then you feel the soft hand on your shoulder. Like the fingers just lightly settle on your shoulder.
I look to see if Sharinla.
Well, you see Rhett standing next to you.
Whoa.
Not the corpse of Rhett.
Okay.
Living Rhett.
As I was going to say, let's not go there again. Okay.
He's made of golden light, and he looks down at you,
Mm-hmm.
and he just kind of smiles compassionately toward you. And
don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't even.
And then the light dissipates, and you see that there's as something comes leaning through it, and you realize that it's a zombie coming toward you. And all of a sudden, a furry form leaps in front of your face and smashes into the zombie. Jigs, who has been barking madly at the zombies
Jigs.
as they come toward you, has now knocked down that zombie
Good boy.
and is tearing at its throat with his fangs.
Jigs. Oh, I can't let Jigs like be in danger. So I grab up my hammer and I go to help him.
You reach for the hammer. It's slightly out of your reach, so you lean over to reach for it, and you hear this as the zombie appears to have just picked Jigs up and just hurled him
Oh no.
against the pile of
I swear
corpse
to God.
bits.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
He smacks into it with a crunching noise,
What?
and then flops to the ground.
Okay.
I
I run to him and say, "Lord, please protect us." And I try to cast a magic circle.
Magic circle takes a while to cast, right? You need to prepare it with an actual circle.
Oh, shite. It does. Okay, I try to.
You invoke protection from your deity, is what
I
you're saying.
invoke protection from my deity.
Okay.
It's now or never, Sharon. But basically, like, I'll practically like I'll like, do the like try to like shelter Jigs kind of a thing, and I'll throw up my hand and I'll just summon whatever comes, and that could be the form of my spirit guardians. It could be the form of a guiding bolt. It would be.
Sounds like you're drawing on whatever power will come to
Turn
you.
undead. Yes, I'm just praying to basically Sharon Lara, like, just come through and let me know I'm not alone. Let me know that you haven't abandoned me.
Make a charisma check.
Okay.
Please be good.
That's not great.
The
9.
dice.
9. Okay.
Oh.
The dice.
And smiles.
The dice.
So
Riddler's like, "New
The
phone, who
dice
this?"
are truth.
there
That
is
is real story right there.
no light seems to be coming to you. You just see the darkness of the zombie thing leaning over you. You see flickering silver light below you, though, from the ground.
Mm.
You look down.
Aye.
You see Jigs's form starting to change and shift, and you don't really understand what's going on for a second until there's no longer a wolf there, but instead a lithe elven man,
What?
kind of silvery robe with silver hair,
Mm-hmm.
And that
and
is
kind of darker skin.
like Jigs is no longer there.
So this is
Seems to have taken the place of Jigs.
I see.
So I'm basically lying on top of this elven man, like looking into his eyes.
Well, you're kneeling over him.
Like-
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah,
This is-
you're having this intimate moment with this utter stranger. And
who
he
I've
looks up
told,
at you.
like every one of my
Armor.
secrets and confessed. That's great.
He looks up at you and he reaches up with one hand and he puts it on your chest and he says, "From in here, Rogar. In here."
Rogar's crying at this point, and he closes his eyes, and
The zombie mound is leaning over you. Rogar.
a hand feels
Rogar.
warm on his chest, on his bare chest, and he will summon his spirit guardians. So he will
Okay.
say, yeah, are in large. No. Well, I believe I know you didn't give me this power for no reason. Just even if I can't hear you, I know you can hear me. And I trust you will protect me in this moment. And I show you my
Sturge
spirit guardian.
shouts to him, "You already believe in her. Believe in yourself."
What'd you roll?
Nice work, Starch.
Am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Well,
on
just
that?
tell me
Charisma
what you
again?
rolled. Yeah.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. What's your
Dice.
charisma modifier?
He didn't
Charisma's
have
plus,
advantage?
Charisma's +2.
Okay.
So
All right.
14.
So this you're focusing on the warmth, on the warm hand on your chest, and
Aye.
there's this warmth that starts flowing out of you. And those of you who are still fighting and being slowly overwhelmed by the undead, look back and you see this golden light surrounding Rogar, where he's kneeling, and this thing is coming for him. And as it touches the corpse pile, pieces of it just start burning and melting off and falling apart, as though the light is like a wave of force pushing it apart.
Nice.
And you hear the corpse mound say one last time, Rogar, and then it just breaks apart. And the zombies you're fighting just keel over and fall to the ground, leaving the graveyard empty and quiet, with you all panting and heaving.
And my crying turns to one of like relief. I'm just like sobbing now in relief. And
There are golden flames dripping down his cheeks where there should be tears.
Whoa, cool.
Oh.
He doesn't seem to be aware of that.
Not catching his
And-
on fire, right?
And there's this silver-haired elf in a silvery robe who has like reached up and touched Rogar's cheek like this.
I'm like I'm closed my eyes. Okay. Okay.
Well met,
I-
dog man.
Rogar, what did you do to my
Are-
dog?
Are you Jigs?
He blinks. He looks around at all of you. He says, "Oh." He looks down at himself. "Oh, thank the gods." No, I am Ruin. Thank you for freeing me. Finally.
You're welcome. That was totally on purpose.
Yeah, we totally
He
did
looks
that.
around and he says, "Where are they?
There's
Where,
who?
who?
My sisters." So,
Oh.
across the way, outside of Westgate, Cecilia, someone is shaking you.
I don't want him to shake me.
You're
How long
having
has
a
it been? Out of
you're having a
curiosity?
dream.
Okay.
You're asleep, so you don't really know.
I'm
You're
more
having a
thinking like,
dream.
how drunk am I still? Like, has it been 15 minutes? Don't pretty drunk.
It's been a couple hours. at
Okay.
least.
So
Okay.
we've
So
sobered up
in your
largely.
dream, there is a dark-skinned, silver-haired elf who is standing there. Well, he's kind of sitting next to your bed, in fact, while you're dreaming,
Mhm.
and he just shakes you. He's like, "Come on,
Stop
come
it.
on,
Stop it.
come on."
This what?
He seems familiar, but you've never seen him before.
Who
Like
let
this
you
isn't a familiar.
in here?
This
Does it
isn't
look-
someone you recognize.
In the dream, does it look like the room I fell asleep in?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna be like, who let you in here? Are you one of her guards?
No, dummy.
I'm sorry, I'm a dummy. Where did you come from?
You're right. That's kind of an ironic thing for me to say. Look.
Stop shaking me!
All right, and you shake yourself awake, and you find that it's Sarshan shaking you.
Then give me
Ah.
weird dreams.
Oh, you're awake. It's time to go.
Okay. Some things are kind of fuzzy. Do we have a plan?
Yes, that's probably the smoke.
What?
So there's smoke up near the ceiling of your room.
Is Caleb
Whoa.
there?
Holy crap!
Where there's smoke.
Sarshan says, "I
Did Caleb come to save us?
I may have taken matters into my own hands."
Oh man.
All right. Pop up.
got a tiny headache, but
Fortunately, Cecilia's still young and she doesn't get bad hangovers. But
Yeah, you
definitely
hear,
grumpy and headache.
You hear crackling sounds.
Yeah, that's not good. Where's Artemisia? Is she awake?
That's a good point. Sarshan
I wake
comes
her
over
up.
to the
No,
couch.
I'm gonna push right past him and shake
Ah.
Artemisia up.
All right. Yep, Artemisia, you wake up. You were on the couch.
House is on fire, and I don't mean the family. Probably. We gotta go.
You were having a dream where you were having tea with the silver-haired elf gentleman who you didn't recognize but seemed familiar to you for some reason. And it was a very nice tea. You were having a very nice conversation. You don't remember what it was about, just that it was a pleasant dream. And then your sister wakes you up to a burning castle.
I want to go back to tea. Oh man! All right.
No, tea means death. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, can we jump out the window? Question one.
There are bars on the window.
Can an Eldritch Blast break the bars? Oh no, we've established it can.
No, we've established that it shouldn't be able to, but I've always let you try anyway.
Well, I mean,
Fair.
first, like, how far up? Because it's no good breaking the bars
You're
out
on
if we're on the
the-
like third floor.
We're on the third floor, so it's like a 25, 30-foot drop.
We didn't take Featherfall.
So I'm voting for
you
the
see
door.
chaos in the
Oh,
courtyard
where's-
outside.
This is the
A
question.
number of people from House Bleth are trying to put out a burning stable.
Okay, so it's not coming like in from the hall. It's coming from the outside in. Is the smoke? That's my question.
Right.
Is the smoke coming through the door? Or is it coming?
It's coming through the window.
Okay, then let's go to the door. That's an easy
Yep.
fix.
Sarshan says, yes, I made sure to get all the horses out first. I thought you might appreciate that.
You can explain this later. We should go.
Artemisia, I thought you might appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Also,
Wait.
we should really go.
All right, so Sarshan, I don't want to have to rescue my stepmother again, and so if she doesn't want to
So
come
you
with
want me to
us,
kill her and put her in a bag of holding to be raised later?
Brilliant
no,
plan.
I want you to drag her.
I have been
With
spending a
minimal
lot of
injury.
time around Sturge, to be fair.
She has that rope trick. Let her do her rope trick. Just open the door and shout rope trick, and we'll go.
Okay.
You've done your
No, we're
filial duty.
taking her with us this time. I don't want to have to come back. I want to like take her and like put her on the road to egg her on. So drag her if
Alright.
you have to, Sarshan, please.
Before we go,
Minimal
I'm going-
energy.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna turn on my
Looks
pack
excited.
weapon.
Okay.
In case there's a door in the way.
Sarshan concentrates for a second and summons his own curved sword, which looks
That's
to
a
be
cool
made
trick.
of blood.
Both of you.
He says, I learned it from
Cool
her.
trick.
Who's gonna pull this mask down?
Oh. Sarshan puts on his mask. I learned that from
Now
her
I feel
too.
left out, man.
I brought yours too. He hands you the bronze wolf mask.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Come on, Team Mask.
Yes, all right.
Team Mask, and also not dying of smoke inhalation. Let's go.
Ooh, can I do this?
Do what?
He kicks the door open. There are 4 very startled House Bleth guards out in the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Quick! The stables are on fire. We have to go help Rigante.
Make a charisma check with advantage because there is smoke coming through.
A
I did
deception
not
check.
lie. That is a 24.
Nice.
Okay.
Dang.
I'm good at lying.
Yes.
And then
They go,
that's
oh,
not really a
yes,
lie.
we should go help. And 2 of them run off. 2 of them stay behind to continue guarding the guests.
But you know
Do
what
you
the
want-
situation needs is sleep rats.
The guards say, it's okay. We'll take care of everything. You can just stay there and be very safe. Sarshan looks at you two.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
Artemis
Do
is
you
already
want
casting a
us to
spell.
die of smoke inhalation? Do you want to deal with the fallout of that? Artemis, get that sleep spell going.
That's a thing. What is smoke inhalation?
Okay, so obviously you have never lived in a long house in Rashman where you burn things to stay warm, but you have to be careful not to let the chimney hole close because then you breathe the smoke and you die.
Oh, you
breathing
get
the
smothered
smoke?
by the smoke.
Yes, like that.
Oh,
In
yeah, that's
Rashman, we call it smoke inhalation.
That makes sense.
Yes. So
Hey,
you should
what
get and
What
go.
is she doing? They point at Artemisia.
That's
She's
a really
rolling
rude
well.
question. My God, who trained
Rolling
you?
really
Sarshan says,
well.
yeah, that is so rude. Somebody should definitely throw you out the window. The guard says, what?
That's what we do in Rashomon for people who don't understand etiquette. Fortunately, most of our buildings are single stories, so you land in the snow. However, you don't have that benefit here.
43.
The guard says, I don't think I really believe.
Because she's casting at second level.
And
Nice.
they both fall over asleep.
Okay.
And
Just
Sarshan says, this is a good tactic.
like
I know, right?
rip open Marcelea's door. Is she in there?
She is.
She's sleeping.
Well, she is lying unmoving on the ground.
Oh, that's great.
No.
Look,
What?
problem solved itself. Let's go.
Her room is full of smoke, like smoke has come billowing into the hallway.
I
And
guess Sarshan
Sarshan
has to
says,
carry her.
oh, I may have lit one of the lower rooms on fire as well.
Sarshan, you're gonna have to pick her up. Artemisia and I
carry her.
cannot
No
carry her.
problem. He picks her up, throws her over his shoulder.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we've gotten it wrong all this time. Caliph is the perfect match for Sorshan.
Ooh.
What?
Firebugs.
Is not sure. how to say it.
Bugs.
Use them
They
to
both
break up.
burn things down. They're both elves.
He's got a little more meat on his bones than she prefers.
Oh, I see.
He's got a little more living flesh on his bones than she prefers.
Look, first Rogar stole my dog. You steal my knight or whatever the heck he's saying. I'm just gonna be mad at all of you forever.
Hey,
And for now, let's get out of this burning building.
you start
really
running.
tricky when
You
you
start
put it
running
like-
down the corridor.
You still got a cat.
And a slime. Or
That's
There
not
are-
mine.
Gladys
It's
too.
Artemisia's.
There are more
Weds.
guards
Where's it, Rogar?
running past. Would you like to try and sneak past them, talk your way past them, fight your way past them?
I feel like
Yeah.
my opt is going to be talk past
Talk,
and then
yeah.
fight past.
Okay. Yeah. So you come upon 4 guards marshaling in the stairwell, essentially, and they look at you and they say, "Hey, where are you going?"
We've got to get her fresh air. If she dies, Rigante is going to be very angry.
Deception check, please.
That's a 17.
Hey, isn't that the one that we saw outside near the stable before the fire started? And Sarshan's like, that was not I.
What are you going to do? It wasn't him.
They
He
pull
was
out
in
their
our room the whole
swords.
time.
They pull out their
Sarshan's
swords.
deception.
You're attacking the castle. Get them.
Dang it. All right.
Are they in a line?
They
Are
are
they
in
in
a
a line?
line because the stairs are just a straight shot.
I'm going to be like, Mia, bolt him.
Hmm.
But sleep worked last time, and I mean,
There are 4 of them.
oh shit.
You get the sense that these guards have about 20 or so hit points. Take out 2 of them with a sleep that does 40. I'm just saying, you've put enough people to sleep by now that you have a sense of how difficult it is to put a regular person to sleep with this spell.
Oh man.
They didn't want to get too mechanical there.
Times like this,
But would Cecilia like actually be like telling her to
Oh,
bolt
yeah.
them?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yes, 100%. That is what Cecilia would tell you. To do.
Raise your hand if you think Cecilia would definitely tell Artemisia to lightning bolt everybody.
And I want you all to appreciate the sisterly love in this because Cecilia has severe inferiority issues over Artemisia's lightning bolt being generally more powerful than her witch bolt. Even though Cecilia picked witch bolt first, I'm just saying. So recognizing that your lightning bolt is a better weapon in this situation than witch bolt, she would tell you to do that. You don't have to listen to her. Artemisia may not listen to Cecilia. Then you're going to deal with the consequences of that. But
Okay. Did you roll your lightning bolt in there?
I'm rolling it right now.
And what did you get on initiative, by the way?
do we roll
No, we
initiative?
didn't.
Yeah, I
Okay, never
asked, but maybe you didn't
Sorry.
hear me. No
I
worries.
was too busy being in
16.
the moment. 13.
Okay, you both go before them, so
Well, that's
that's
good.
useful. So Sarshan is going to go first, and what he does is he moves up to kind of like startle the guy back onto the steps and put them all in that perfect line. And then he moves out of the way because, well, he's seen Artemisia do this before.
Smart move.
$35.
Oh boy. And what's their DC to save
16.
against this? Oh boy. Well, so I'm just going to check something real fast. Yeah, they all failed. So your lightning bolt tears through and just puts all 4 of them into smoking ruin on the floor. Like they go tumbling down the stairs.
I'm pretty sure you can fix that. Let's go.
And Marcelea didn't see it.
That's right.
She doesn't
Okay.
need to see it. You're still amazing without her. I think we go this way.
You run down the stairs. You're now in the flame-filled courtyard. The stables are blazing. People are throwing water and dirt on the fire, trying to put it out. One of them says, "Find the wizard! Muster the wizard!" And then you realize that one of those 4 men that you blasted with the lightning bolt was wearing a robe.
Oh.
Oh shit!
He's in there. Let's go the other way.
It
So-
did come to burning down their
You
castle. after all.
see Rigante standing there in the courtyard, and she has her axe in her hands,
Axe off.
and she's supervising. she's shouting at them, "You fools! Get the wizard! Put that fire out! Where's that confounded wizard?"
You seem
How do
busy.
you want to get past her?
Where do we need to get to? Is it like the exits on the
Well,
opposite
she
side
is
of her?
between you and the exit,
Okay.
the main gates. There might be a servant's exit or like a secret passage somewhere, but you don't know where that would be.
This is one of
The
those
gate
times.
does seem to be open because they're bringing in water from outside.
That's handy. It's one of those times where I wish that Misty Step worked like I made it work in the books because it was more interesting narratively. And you
Bring
could grab
along
somebody,
multiple people. Yeah.
grab someone, jump them through the hells, jump out the other side. Doesn't
Mhm.
feel great, but gets the job done. Unfortunately, that is not how it works.
One
Dimension
dimension,
door.
if dimension door, she could only
Yeah.
Artemis could only take 1 person. So
Oh,
One person at a time.
yeah, but
I could cast enemies abound on her. And then she starts attacking
Whoa.
from people. But
Whoa.
well,
we still have
so
to get past her because she might attack. She would attack us
You
too.
just think about it and let me know what you do.
here's
Okay.
the thing.
Whoa.
Can I roll like insight or something to see if Artemisia thinks that Rigante would respond to any kind of intimidation? Like if they claim,
Yeah, roll an insight check.
okay, we set the
Gotta make
fire,
that
we
roll
just
too.
killed her wizard.
Yeah, I got a 12.
That's a 6.
You
So
don't
she
know.
doesn't know what Rigante's gonna do.
I think she's scary as
she
heck.
seems really angry right now.
I feel like if we try to intimidate her, she's just gonna have to go all the way and be twice as scary. So I think that the better choice is just somehow get past her. So maybe we just need to set another fire over here.
Yeah. You could sneak past her. You create a diversion. Some of you could dimension door. Some of you could do something else. Whatever you do.
I don't like doing this, but I could charm person her.
Could do that.
Is-
Sarshan
is-
says, "I'm sure I could escape on my own if you wanted to take your mother." And then
I mean-
Cecilia and I could escape, obviously.
How am
Yeah,
I gonna escape? I guess I can Misty Step out. That's true.
Yes, with our stealthy ways.
yeah. So as long as Artemisia with the
That's a good
noodle
point.
arms could like drag her stepmother through the dimension door.
How does it
Or
work
you-
if
or
you
you could
hold
do
her
that-
hand and Sarshan throws her and you just kind of get pulled by the momentum?
That's true.
I think that's a good plan. I'm
you
just
could-
saying.
You could do that enemies abound thing if you want to. Whatever works for you.
I mean,
Artemisia,
Misty Step's a bonus action, so really I could do both,
You
right?
could.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to use it because I haven't done it yet.
well, so Artemisia, if she's gonna do the dimension door, she's gonna like focus on that. So Cecilia, you can do
Okay.
whatever you want. She's gonna leave you guys to manage your escape because
How f-
Darshan says you can. So.
Okay. You're working on the dimension door. How far away is she from us right now?
She is 40 feet from you, and then it's another 40 feet to the main gate.
Okay.
She's in the middle. You're at one end, and the gate is at the other.
Um.
I'm so excited by the potential of this enemies abound and
I
the
know,
repercussions. Like,
I also realized that Misty Step. Actually let me double check. I think Misty Step doesn't take me. It takes me 30 feet. Misty Escape, which triggers if I take damage, takes me a lot farther. It takes me 60 feet. So if we use the slap me trick again, I just have to get Sarshan to slap me without asking a lot of dumb questions about it. Or you can wake up Marcy. I bet she'd slap me. And your dimension door goes 100 feet?
No, it goes 500.
Dimension door is 500.
500. Nice. Okay.
So
Alright,
she can
let's
book it
see.
on down
Let's
there.
try this because I think I'm up, right? Or do we start over?
It's Artemisia first.
Okay, cool. Do your thing.
You get a
So-
dimension door away with Marcelea.
Yes. Yeah. And,
Okay.
and
So
I mean,
Sarshan kind of
even
like
with noodle arms,
leans
she's gonna
Marcelea around
Yeah.
against you, and you kind of like
fall with her.
she's not particularly heavy. She's
No.
much smaller than you remember her being. Like when you were young, she seemed big and imposing, but
Mhm.
you realize that you're actually taller than she is. This is just the first time you've ever really
Yeah.
realized that. And so you can hold her up long enough to cast your spell.
Okay.
Okay. You can also do that largely without drawing attention to the casting itself. But the effect, which is a big crackling split in reality, starts to draw attention. So they vanish through the dimension door, making it Cecilia's turn. Sarshan is still standing there with you two.
Okay. I'm gonna move toward Rigante.
Yep.
And go ahead and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try this enemies abound stuff. So, oh wait, not roll. I forgot. She has to make a saving throw. She has to make an intelligence saving throw of 17.
Intelligence save, you say?
Oh man,
yeah,
That's
how
a
smart
rare-
is
it's
she?
a rare saving throw. Intelligence.
She actually rolled really well
Oh,
She
boo.
rolls
and
17.
made that saving throw. Mhm.
Oh,
Dang.
bummer.
She goes,
Okay.
she shakes her
Dang
head
it.
and she's like, what just happened? And Sarshan's like, is this where I stab her?
This is how we gotta escape. So I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna stab her, and he just runs toward her with his sword.
This is one of the major houses of Westgate.
Jesus.
He's taking his turn.
You show me how red your hair is. And she goes, what? And then he
What?
attacks her. It was a joke from last time. So he smashes his sword into her, and she kind of mostly deflects it with the haft of her axe, and then throws him back with massive amounts of strength, and he bounds back sort of toward you off balance. He's like, I'm not sure this was the right decision.
I mean, I feel like I could have told you that.
I feel like you did tell me that. Go. I shall keep her occupied.
I'm gonna keep moving for the door.
Okay.
Do I get another attack as I go, or?
Yeah, if you want to attack her again.
I mean, part of me is like, if she hits me, then I can jump.
Well, there are
But-
soldiers coming toward you.
Okay, are they in between me and the gate?
A couple of them are, yeah.
All right. Let's hit those guys. How many? Like two?
Three.
Like three?
Three.
Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast my other fancy spell, the Armor of Agathis.
Oh, okay.
And
how does that materialize in your specific casting?
I look like I'm suddenly covered in frost.
Mm.
Like the cold mountain slopes.
Sweet.
And like kind of like just radiate cold.
The winter winds blow around Cecilia.
And I'm going to keep
invokes
moving.
Your power. You keep walking. Okay.
Yeah. How close am I to
like,
the
stop.
At the end of that, how close am I to the gate, out of curiosity?
You're 50 feet away from the gate.
Cool.
When the guards come up to you and they say, "Hey, stop, stop," and
No.
they try to lay hands on you.
Good freaking luck.
Well, one of them hits a 16. Does that hit you?
Well,
actually, no, 17.
Yes.
17?
It does hit.
17 hits you. Okay, so one of them grabs you.
Which means that they take cold damage.
Oh, that was a bad choice on their part, yes.
Yes,
Nice.
they take 20 cold damage.
20!
All right, so he grabs you and just goes, it just falls to the ground.
Wow.
Whoa.
Damn.
Snap off or anything like that.
Damage.
Like when you get hit by Mr. Freeze's freeze ray, it's like it just falls to the ground.
And he just grabbed me, right?
Yeah, his arm does break off when he lands on the ground.
To be fair, that actually happens if he does a melee attack. Does that count as a melee attack?
It does,
Grabbing
in
hold of me?
fact.
Okay.
So you do your Misty Escape?
At this point, I feel like I could keep walking. Oh wait, because I took the damage. Sure, why not? I'm gonna Misty Escape through the gate, and I'm gonna hope Sarshan sees this and remembers this is the thing he probably could do of some kind. But I'm gonna hope he knows how to get out. So
okay, you Misty Escape through the gate. You appear just outside the gate. Cool. Since the gate was a portcullis, you could still see through it, so you could teleport to the other side, no problem. The portcullis has been lowering, right?
Oh dear.
You only realize that now. The smoke was mostly blocking your view. You hear fighting still inside the courtyard. Artemisia is there, holding up Marcelea and kind of like trying to stay on her feet.
We have to stop the gate. Sarshan can't get out. Unless he does, I don't know. I mean, he seems very inclined to stab Rigante. Do you have something that will stop it? I can just Eldritch Blast things.
I mean,
you hear shouting from inside. How can I tell if you're a real redhead if you're wearing all that armor?
Oh my god!
What? Sarshan.
I'm gonna try shouting. Sarshan, focus!
You hear a cry of pain, which is clearly Sarshan's cry of pain.
Oh no!
How do you feel?
Jump already! Frustrated as heck.
Artemisia is worried.
Okay.
I mean, I think Cecilia is worried deep down, but the surface emotion is frustrated.
Marcelea starts coughing. What's happening?
We need a spell.
We need to get Sarshan. Yes.
You okay?
Do it.
Not helping Cecilia.
She starts casting a spell, and puts her hands up like this, and the portcullis starts. It just kind of grinds to a halt, and there's like a 3-foot gap below the portcullis.
Sarshan can make it.
And Marcelea says, "This wasn't what I had in mind, but you were going to rescue me." She's obviously concentrating on holding the gate open.
I mean, you are there.
Go up to the portcullis and be like, Sarshan, get a move on!
So you see him clashing with Rigante, and she's obviously a very good fighter. She was a fighter before she became a political figure, and she is a match for Sarshan. He swings at her, and she hits his sword with her axe and breaks it in half. Like his sword breaks in half.
Oh, bummer.
And the axe like sinks into him, and he's like,
dear.
"Oh, right, another time." And then there's fire. There's a fiery building collapses between where you can see the fight and you, right?
Okay, apparently we have to go back in and get Sarshan.
Yes.
And
Marceline,
then-
stay.
You're about to move, and the mist starts forming near you, and Sarshan comes staggering out of it,
Oh my
bleeding
God.
very badly from where an axe sunk into his shoulder.
I'm going to catch him up because you're gonna fall over if he leans on you. But I'm also gonna lecture him about timing his misty steps. And we're gonna
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Thank
Can-
you for,
can
thank you for
Artemisia,
waiting for me. That was
like,
very kind
drop
of you
her
and
support
probably
of-
unnecessary. Probably.
You're bleeding everywhere. Stop talking.
Okay. And you,
So Artemisia is gonna like drop her support of Marcelea because she's awake, but
Yep.
like probably still
She's-
leaning on her.
yeah, she's a little shaky.
To
Guards
go,
start coming
like,
over toward the portcullis, and
towards
Marcelia just
Sarshan, too.
stops the spell and it just closes shut.
Okay. Now we need some get out of here magic or feet.
Yeah.
Call the carriage.
We didn't take the carriage here, unfortunately.
Marcelia looks
So-
at the two of you and she says, I am a noble of Aglarond. I never go anywhere without preparations for a carriage. She starts casting a spell, and a nearby pumpkin swells into the air.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Oh my god.
Call it.
Oh, turn the sisters into horses.
No!
No,
That'd be
I will
perfect.
not pull. I will not, and I think Marcelia knows this. I will not pull her carriage.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Well,
There are
do you have
two
any
guards.
mice?
There are two guards who come running over to you, like with
No.
swords. And Marcelia looks at them, and she gives
Oh,
them
no.
the classic evil eye, and they start going and turn into horses.
Oh no.
Oh my
she's
God.
like both the fairy godmother and the evil stepmother, like rolled into one person.
And she opens up the door and she says, "Get in, dear."
I'm gonna
Well-
get in as well, even though I wasn't invited.
And then the
Well-
carriage takes off back toward
With
Westgate.
Yeah,
Sarshan,
Artemisia is going
obviously.
to make sure that she can like see if she can help Sarshan in like before she gets in herself.
If you
Yeah.
all turned into wolves, you could have pulled it like sled dogs.
Whoa, cool.
No, see, because Artemisia is convinced that she couldn't possibly turn into a wolf because of the dragon thing, like obviously. So her sister maybe, but not Artemisia.
So the pumpkin carriage heads toward Westgate with crossbow quarrels sinking into the road behind it
Jesus.
as Castle Bleth burns.
Oh
Behind you.
man.
No,
Doesn't
so
it
is
feel
this how
good?
they do? Is this how they do
Actually-
diplomacy in Aglaron?
Oh, God.
She says,
Seriously.
"Well, there comes a time when one must take the glove off the iron fist,
Mm. So glad you.
right, dear?"
Yes, indeed.
Mm, Great.
I'm famished. Are there any places open late in Westgate?
You have not been here very long, have you? Everything
Well,
about
most of that
fucking
time I
people
spent
on it.
confined. Marcelia seems like actually kind of energized by what just happened.
Take her to the purple lady.
Sarshan leans against the wall of the carriage and he's like, "Pumpkin."
Cecilia's gonna say nothing because she knows this bugs Marcelea.
Mm.
That he's licking the carriage.
It does. She's like, "I shall cut out her tongue." And, "Oh no, we're going fine. Oh, no, no." All right, you get back into Westgate and you see it just in time. The guards let you in. I mean, Marcelia only has to give them the evil eye and they let her in. You get back just in time to see this golden light shine up like a pillar into the sky,
It wasn't
coming
us.
from fairly nearby.
No, we want to take credit for this one.
Oh.
Wouldn't like
Um,
good.
Sure about that?
The carriage is starting to become smaller and squishier, like becoming a pumpkin again.
Mm.
And Marcelia says, "Oh yeah, the spell cannot last too long. Step lightly, dear. Off we go." She hops out of the carriage.
Since we're gonna follow.
And you two
Because I don't
come
want
out.
to get squished in a pumpkin.
Sarshan has used his magic to heal himself largely.
Oh, okay.
But he's still a little bit injured. But
So did
he's able to walk himself.
Artemisia need to like sacrifice any like clothing for like compress? Because she would do
Yeah,
it. She
yeah.
would do it for Sarshan.
Oh, he was bleeding really badly.
Okay, so like once again, Artemisia has lost her very like beautifully embroidered tailor jacket to
Mhm.
like be a compress and get totally bloodstained.
Yes,
But
the
she
moon.
did it.
The moonlight is
Sarshan.
cold on your on your bare shoulders and upper arms, not your gloved hands, obviously, right? But on your arms. And you see this golden light. And while Marcelea is dealing with the carriage turning back into a pumpkin, and the horses turning back into men, who look around bewildered, and Marcelea says, "Run home and rethink your lives." Go, "Yes, ma'am," and then they head out.
Right. Kind of want to learn that trick.
Yes, polymorph. I think one of your friends has that spell. Yes.
I specifically meant telling them run home and rethink your lives and having them run.
Oh.
but the polymorph's not bad too. Yeah, Stong does that
The
trick.
motherly guilt spell.
The evil eye. Arrgh. Okay. Do you go to investigate the burst of golden light?
Yeah. As much as I would like to just go to bed, that seems like it could be a big thing.
So it is coming from a nearby graveyard where you see it looks like a battle unfolded here. There are hundreds of corpses, most of them rotted and long dead, overturned gravestones, turned up earth. There's still some swirling smoke. Pieces of bodies are all over nearby buildings.
Gross.
Aiden,
And-
what did you do?
In the
Like he
center
threw a
of
rave over here or something.
it, in the center of it, you see your companions. Kaleth is there, Sturge is there, Stong is there, Rogar is there, Shay is there, and there is a certain silver-haired elf who is chatting with them.
What did you guys do?
Who's the I?
Oh, hey,
who's-
take off your
who's
clothes. Join us.
he?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Sturge!
Stong is
And-
definitely still
And
naked.
this elf is specifically speaking with Rogar, and like he's got his hand on his shoulder and his other hand on his cheek, and he's just speaking with him and like supporting him in a very compassionate way.
I'm gonna lean over to Sturge and be like, did Rogar get a new boyfriend?
And then the elf looks up and he sees you two and he says, "Ah, sisters."
I'm sorry, what?
That's
And that is all the time we have tonight. Come back next week to find out the mystery of Jigs the Silver Wolf / Elf. Ah! Find out about any repercussions from burning down Castle Bleth. And
Build
Yeah.
a
What the heck
flammable
happened
castle
with
next time.
Rogar?
see what's going on with Rogar and his powers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing Dungeon Scrawlers. I have been Eric Scott DeVee, your DM, and I'm going to pass it on. Aaron, take it away.
Thank you to our sponsors, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Check them out at idlechampions.com.
Thank you to our moderators tonight, Seltherine.
Thank you for watching, people. It's been fun. Missed you last week.
I think that's it. Thanks, everybody. We really appreciate it.
Oh, Randy.
Randy
You're muted.
is muted,
Yeah.
I think.
You're muted.
Randy's
You're
saying
muted,
something,
Randy.
He's
but
just
he's muted.
gesticulating wildly.
Check out the donation buttons down below.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And support some good causes.
Yeah.
And then and you can find out more about Dungeon Scrawlers on dungeonscrawlers.com. Characters, profiles, player profiles, bonus videos.
Take care of yourselves. We're in a difficult time. We all need to pull together.
Heck yeah.
Hang on to the
Yes.
people you care about, and we'll get through this. Peace, everyone.
Bye.
Crawling.
Bye. Bye.